Hey, that's great. AI is fucking improv.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Yes, and
there you go.
It's a whole improv show.
Yes.
Dang. Yeah.
Correct. What? We back for another week of the Rick Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick. Back for another one.
We're back for another one. My
What's
bad.
up,
That
y'all?
energy was off. That was bad. My bad. But hey, we're gonna push through. We're gonna push through.
No, we good.
That one didn't feel as it didn't come from the gut. What's good though, bro?
Not much, man. Another week. It's raining here today, so had the windows open and listening to that. That was nice. Other than that, what did I do this past weekend? Nothing. Family time and yeah. That's about it.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, same here. Just mainly family time this past weekend, and yeah, I don't know. It wasn't huh?
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Oh, I didn't really have nothing.
Oh,
that's about it. Yeah.
Did last Thursday, went to a Clipse concert. We talked about that, I think. But yeah, went to that Thursday. Bro, that was up there in concerts that I've been to. It's up there. It was up there, bro. Yeah. The fact that they played their new stuff, their new album, they played a good amount of that. They played hits off of that, and then they played their old joints. So like Mr. Me Too, Grinding, Virginia. Okay. What else they play? They played a couple other ones, but they was rolling, bro. It was only like an hour and 20 minutes, maybe.
Concert, the whole concert.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's pretty short.
No, not the whole concert. Their performance.
Oh,
so it was like, I guess.
I'm about to say, I'm like, dang, that's a short concert.
9. Yeah, it was about hour 20. So that was a solid performance. But yeah,
an hour and a half is good if it's just their act. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, especially because it's not like they're young bucks. So
yeah,
they're grown men.
Yeah, an hour and a half performance. That's good.
And it was spitting, had nice voice control, great production value on the show, like the lighting, everything was dope. The visuals were on point. They had a whole bunch of like old, kind of like nostalgic photos and bunch of stuff, bro. It was awesome. The whole crowd was into it.
Who better, Malice or Pusha T?
That's funny. I don't know. I used to
think Pusha T was like that, but that's because Malice was in prison, so I didn't really.
No, that's exactly why. It's because we hear Pusha T, and Pusha T's been out, and that's who's been pushed.
Yeah,
no pun intended. But yeah, I think Malice he got some gems, bro.
Because that's what it started making me think. I heard Pusha T like in an interview, he would say like Malice, he was like, man, Malice, he said some stuff that I wish I would have said, and he would talk about him, and I was like, man, he just big up him because that's his brother. But then I was like listening to like some of they like freestyles and like when they go on like those shows and stuff, and I'm like,
he slick with the double entendres and crazy.
Yeah, I was like, see, this is why I haven't heard them enough. That's why. Yeah. Because now when I'm hearing them, and then at this age, as younger, I wasn't tripping off of like, lyrics like that for real. It was just like what would sound good. But as I got older, I started paying attention more to like, the wordplay and stuff. And then I'm like, Pusha T cold, but Malice might be really like that.
Yeah, definitely. It was an emotion-packed show. Like everybody in the crowd was feeling it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's dope. I'm glad that like it's a show that I wouldn't have expected to see in my lifetime. So I'm glad to have been able to see it. See them link back up after 20-something odd years and not perform to maybe not 20, but it's damn near feel like it.
Probably close because
it's close. Like
when was the last time
Oh, actually, yeah, 2004, like
I'm about to say,
04,
yeah, Malice been in prison
06.
since we were in school.
Yeah, 04, 05, 06, beginning of high school.
Yeah, like high school, yeah. Because I remember it was just Pusha T for the longest. I mean,
yeah, it was. Yeah, grinding was in middle school. That's when that was.
Yeah,
hitting the
lunch
tables
tables.
and shit.
Mhm.
So you dang right.
Let
But
me
yeah, man, that was show.
go ahead.
I'm glad I went put it like that.
Yep,
Got
grinding
to
with
see it with the
2000.
homies, and yeah, so it was a great experience.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
You can't always say that for a rap concert, man. Like, you know, folks be half-assing, but you know, once you go to enough shows, you know who's going to perform and who ain't.
I was gonna say, I don't think the new age rappers, not all of them, but I think it's more common that they don't really be having like dope shows like that.
No, they don't.
And I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like the new generation of rappers.
No,
You know?
even when we were like in college and I
Yeah.
was real heavy on the shows, there were some shows I went to. I was like, this is fucking bogus.
But
This is trash.
And I'm just posing this question because I want to, because I feel like there's got to be a correlation. Do you think that there's a correlation between the shows not being this dope and nobody and people not doing music videos anymore? Because I don't really see people doing like music videos.
Yeah, they don't do music videos.
How they used to.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean? Like it used to be, music videos used to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was like your song could be made to be better or worse based on a music video, you know, like
so you talking about like the lyrical lemonade era and like when they was putting the sauce on the videos.
I mean, think about it. For example, let's be honest. All right, let's be honest. And I'm not saying this as a diss, but I think that this person benefited from that era and having great music videos. Ludacris. All right. If you go back and just go back and just think about his lyrics, right? Just think about his lyrics.
The 106 in Park.
Yeah.
MTV raps.
Ludacris is cold. I'm not saying he's not good lyrically, but my opinion is that I think the music videos that he had to go with I think
bro.
Because I mean, I think about like, all right,
he was
boom, baby, rebel.
I mean, that's not the most lyrical, but the video that went with it
was dope. Some call me Ludacris, some call me Mr.
Yeah,
you know,
far from little. Yes, bro.
And then move, get out the way. Like those are good. It's like I'm doing 100 on the highway. So if you do the speed limit, get the out of my way.
Yeah.
Which lyrically is not like, oh my god.
But then they did his ad libs were kind of like sounds at the time too. Like he had his ad libs, and then they like get the a truck horn out of my way and stuff like that. And then
is there a bumper on your these are not like groundbreaking lyrics. But coupled with a video and all the energy that goes along with it, it made the songs bigger. You know what I mean? Like if that song were to come out today, would it hit the same way without the video? You know what I mean?
Damn, that's a good question, bro. The way
I really think like he's just an artist that benefited from that era because he, as an artist, in my opinion, he as an artist got better over the years, but as we moved into the era of music videos not being as prevalent, he was a better artist, I thought, like just all around rapper, but he wasn't as big in rap anymore though. He was now an actor, right?
I was gonna say what did he drop at that time?
So that would have been like, was it release therapy or theater of mine? Because I remember I was listening to all this stuff in college. And it would have been like my chick bad, my chick, like those.
He has some.
But that part of his career wasn't as big as it was when he was doing, Move and Stand Up. Those songs when he was still braids and
the mutton chops and shit.
That was a big, like the visuals to go along with what he's doing and saying was bigger, and he had a bigger, in my opinion, a bigger rap career at that time than he did as he got older. When, in my opinion, I thought he was better. Like as an artist.
Yeah, but he didn't want to. He moved away from that.
Yeah.
The young, childish image and wanted to move more to that. Yeah, actor.
Even Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, I would argue that he's too lyrical for the mainstream listener to where it's like you don't really want to listen to it, but you see the video and you're like, hey, okay, I can rock with that. You know what I'm saying? I think these are great artists is what I'm saying, but I think that they were bigger during that era when there were music videos, when now, even though they've probably gotten better as artists, the less that they do music videos, it seems like there's a correlation to their star power. And in turn, the shows are not as hype because you don't have like these visuals to go with it. And it's not as and the shows are no longer creative. It's just I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna do this for
so so that's what you're saying. So since there's no videos, there's no creativity within the shows. I can't say with 100% that that's the case, because I've seen creativity in a lot of shows I've been to, just like for like the sets, like they actually have a set set up, like a stage set up, like a backdrop, and think of it like a play backdrop. So that's kind of dope. Or I've seen shows when they have the live band shows, when they can really pull off a live band show and, you know, have a rap act. That's also really dope. What I would say where I see people not give as much is when either they're lesser known, they're smaller acts, so like they're more underground and they're just starting. So I've seen a lot of that where it just be like them and their backing track and maybe a DJ on stage. And it couldn't be good if they really put energy into it and really try to perform. But a lot of times those are trash. So that's why I stopped going to a lot of shows, because I got tired of that. And now I'm real selective. Venue makes a difference.
Yeah. That's true.
But yeah, like I said, it's picking who you want to go see, because like, you know, nowadays we see the social media, right? We see their personalities on social media. We can see clips of their shows on social media and we see how they perform, and that gives me enough insight to be like, all right, they're gonna actually give me a show and it's worth paying to go to, versus bump that I ain't even gonna waste my time going to their show. I just listen to their mixtape or listen to it on Spotify and have a better experience. A better experience with their music. There's been times like that too. So I think it's just who the artist is and who's going to give it actually a damn about their performance and give it all.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah,
because I even think like, all right, I remember when we used to do music. I remember we did a show and there was like this group, and I was never. I don't really pride myself on performing. I don't think I was a great entertainer, like as far as like doing performances. So I would fall in line with not being a good show to watch. Like I think no, I'm just being honest. Like I think I did good musically as far as like just the rapping part of it, but I didn't have the whole package. Like I wasn't a great performer. I didn't know what to do. Like I just got up there and just, you know, rap.
Yeah.
But the performing part wasn't like, you know, it wasn't in my repertoire. Like but I still remember this to this day. There was a group called Watch City somewhere out of Illinois. And I remember watching them. It was like 5 of them, right? But there was this one guy in particular, a little light-skinned kid in this group. And he wasn't necessarily the best rapper in the group, because there was some dudes in there that can really rap. But his energy made it feel like the whole group was lit. Like, you know, like he was in the crowd moving around and hyping everybody up and doing ad libs and all that stuff. Now he could rap, don't get me wrong, he could rap, but he wasn't the best in the group. But he had the best energy, and his energy was enough to make it feel like the whole group was live, even though the other 4 people was just on stage standing there just rapping. You know what I mean? And so like I think about that. It's like, you know, being in music, being an entertainer is part of that package too. I mean, I guess you got to be able to entertain.
Yeah. if you want to have shows and be in front of people, you have to entertain. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. So at this show, the Clip show, like I said, these dang near 50-year-old men, they ain't gonna be up on stage running around and jumping around, but their energy, it matched their songs. Like, they put their heart into rapping without a backing track, just over the instrumentals and stuff like that.
That's difficult.
Ways to do it, it's ways to do it. So
that's difficult, but that's impressive though.
Right. Exactly. So
we talked about that before, but like not having backing track, rapping.
Yeah. And
any performance without a backing track is ridiculously tough, because you got to be able to have your breathing control down and hit all your marks and all. It's
exactly. So
it's a lot.
Exactly. And they stopped at the right moments. They had the crowd interaction. It wasn't drawn out. The crowd, like, when they stopped, it was hard to hear because everybody was just screaming. Honestly, and like, we back, blah blah blah. Everybody just erupt. Yeah, it was fun.
Now that's my only thing. The reason why I don't be wanting to go to concerts like that is because I really like if I'm listening to somebody, I really want to listen to the music, and I can't hear the music the way I want to hear it. You know what I mean? Because I gotta listen to Ted and his girlfriend, and then Ralph and them on the other side yelling the lyrics out, and I'm like, man, God, so I can hear. I paid for him to work.
Yeah, I want to listen to them.
Yeah, exactly. So but I've only been to two rap concerts. Yeah, I think two that I can remember. I went to the Childish Gambino one when he did the comedy show and all that stuff at Iowa State, and then I went to the Kendrick Lamar concert that he had out here in Kansas City. I was like in
17, 18. Or did you go to the one before that one?
It was way before that. It would have been
okay. You went like 15,
14, yeah, 15. 14 or 15. Yeah. Oh no, it might have been before that. It might have been like 13.
Yeah,
because I remember I was still in Ames.
Yeah, you came up from Ames.
Yeah, I came up from Ames for that.
It was 2013.
Yeah, so 13. So so that's when Good Kid, Mad City had. I don't know if I guess it had just dropped maybe.
Because I was in KC and I did not go to that show.
Yeah,
I went to the next time he came to KC. I went though.
I went because it was free ticket. I got a free ticket.
I remember.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. I mean, I wouldn't gonna pay for it because I'm just that's just not me. But I love Kendrick. So
heck yeah, I remember.
Free Kendrick concert. I wasn't about to say no.
Yeah. I went with the person at the time.
Yeah.
Still, it was a fun concert.
Yeah. Remember when we got those free Kevin Hart tickets?
No.
Yeah, we went to I think it was the Sprint Center at the time. We went to see Kevin Hart. They came.
Yeah.
We weren't sitting like up close. It was like in probably like the middle or something.
Yeah. I do.
That was cool.
That was cool.
But I'm gonna be honest though, man. I like Kevin Hart. He wasn't the funniest one there.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. Who was hoping for him?
One of them little plastic cup dudes, but I can't remember which one it was. It was the one. To me, it was the dude. I still remember this. So like, pause first. I still be thinking about this. Like whenever I shower, he was like, I always wash my feet before I wash my butt. He was like, because I'd rather my butt smell like feet than my feet smell like no. And so now every time when I be showering, I be thinking about that. Bro, this is years later. That still be coming to my head like, hey, you spitting knowledge, buddy. You spitting knowledge. You right about that. I would much rather that. Not want my feet to smell like that.
Yeah, dude, that was a good show. Did I tell you I saw Nelly in the same Lunatics? Well, like 3 or 5. I saw Eve. We missed Chingy. I saw Eve, Ja Rule, Kwon, Nelly, Murphy Lee, Ali, and I think one more of the same Lunatics. It was like 3 or 5 of them. 3 of 6. And was it?
Where was this at?
This was at Fiddler's Ring. This was here in Denver. This was a couple weekends ago. Hey. It was I was bro, I was lit, bro. That's all I gotta say. It was like Eve did her thing. I enjoyed like she did her thing. Ja Rule, I wasn't the hugest Ja Rule fan. My dad was, so I knew all his joints back in the day.
Can we? All right, I'm just gonna say this because I was a part of it. Of it, so I gotta say it. We gotta stop this Ja Rule hate, bro.
I don't hate him. Like
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about us as a collective on the internet. We gotta stop the Ja Rule hate because you know what?
Do the Fire Fest bullshit.
Yeah, all right.
That's why I was like, "There's a scammer on stage right now."
Yeah, all right, yeah. If you want to hate, you can hate for that. But let's stop the hate about like what 50 Cent said because here's the thing. I went back. I remember it was I don't know. It was I went back and just started listening to some Ja Rule randomly, and I was like, why do we dislike Ja Rule? And I was like, it's because of 50 Cent.
It's because 50.
I'm listening to his catalog, and I'm like, bro,
he's solid ass catalog, right?
Arguably, he has a better catalog than 50 in my opinion. Because I would listen to Ja Rule before I listen to 50. I'm being
shit, yeah.
Because like there's only so many songs that I would listen to from 50 where I get annoyed where the Chingy. I don't be feeling like hearing that, bro. But Ja Rule, he got some stuff like I was like, I'm not buying that no more, man. Like he ain't lame, bro. He has some heaters and he just won a rap battle. That's all.
Right. There's one I didn't know the track name, but I wanted him to rap it so bad, but I knew he wouldn't because it was so vulgar. I can't even remember the lyrics no more. It wasn't the one with Cisco, not what these want. Was it?
Is it one with Bobby Brown?
No. If I remember, I'll say
in that video, boy.
Huh? Oh yeah, tweaking.
I know y'all getting bored. Right kicks and stuff.
But shit. When Nelly performed Country Grammar, he did Country Grammar. He did Hot Hair, yeah. But when he performed Country Grammar, that made my night. Like Nelly I was probably the littest motherfucker in that whole thing. Latora looked at me. She's like, I'm sure she's never seen me like that before because I was rapping shit word for word, bro. Like I was going in. And that shit had me hyped.
Bro, Nelly cold. Like, Nelly cold,
then he played. They had that one. Nelly cold though. Yep. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Nelly. I wasn't with all the country music stuff, but it wasn't that it was bad. It just wasn't for me. But Nelly cold, man. Nelly cold.
Yeah, bro. All it took was this. I'm going down. Like, it's a wrap. That's all I need to hear.
So I be thinking about sometimes like the whole beef between him and Chingy. I feel like they missed out on the opportunity because like when he had Right There, and then Nelly was doing his thing. I feel like they had a prime opportunity to come together.
They did, but they was beefing.
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like there could have been so much more created.
They could have took over for real. Like Chingy probably would have had more prevalence than what he did, or more long lasting, career. But
I think they could have really had made something nice but I think we kind of got robbed of that because of beefs and stuff like that.
Egos probably.
Yeah. But low key, I feel the same way about 50 and Ja. I feel like 50 and Ja could have made something dope, with them both at their peak powers. Mm-hmm. If they hadn't had other issues going on, I think they could have did something. I think there's a lot of beefs that if they had never happened, it could have changed the landscape of hip hop. Yeah. And I feel like you would have had like these pockets of where you've got like, all right, so like in New York, like I said, for example, those two in New York, you got Nelly and Chingy in St. Louis, where they got like a pocket of people that are just coming up, and I feel like it would have been like Atlanta, but all over the world, because Atlanta don't really have like.
I get what you mean. Like it would have paved way for that.
Yeah,
graphic of rappers or artists, people from that area.
Yeah, because I feel like St. Louis in general, from that, I'm not gonna say it came from that, but I feel like St. Louis kind of got robbed because they actually had really good artists, but with that happening, it felt like there were, like I said, it felt like there was just a missed opportunity because Kwon,
he was there. Doing this thing.
He had a little run. Huey could have had a little run,
He was nice, yeah.
You know,
yeah, bro. It would have been nice to see.
Yeah,
shoulda, coulda,
woulda.
Yeah. What's up with Latour was telling me Shedeur Sanders got kicked off the Bucks. Have you heard
Not
about
Shedeur, Shilo.
Shilo?
Yeah, he punched somebody.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Shilo. My fault. Yeah. Shilo.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said. I was trying so hard not to mix it up, and I still fucked it up. Yeah, he punched somebody. But if they were, kind of roughing him up, was it true roughing up, or was he in his feelings? Regardless,
I'm gonna pull up the video.
All right. Regardless, I'm gonna say if it was one little punch, they getting soft then in NFL.
So yes, they definitely are getting soft in the NFL as far as like not letting the players just kind of.
Yeah,
because I mean, like
they're gonna have emotion. Shoot.
The clip I saw, like this is it right here. This is the clip I saw.
That's the tight end.
Oh yeah, okay. It makes sense. It makes sense.
That's just normal. I mean, that happens like every play. You know what I mean? Like that's not even. That was nothing. I saw that.
Yeah. He could argue that he was just trying to. Damn. So
around them. Here's the problem though with Shilo is that because he was undrafted, him doing something like that is just an excuse for them to say, "Oh, look, we gave him a shot. He got out there. He was fighting." Dog, if as a defensive back, if you're not gritty like that, you're gonna have a hard time in the NFL.
Definitely.
Because them dudes, bro, they be
that dude was trying to manhandle him. That's
it was a tight end.
Yeah, tight end. That's exactly.
Dude is twice his size. Like, what do you want him to do? You want him to just stand there and take that? Like, no. I didn't play football growing up, but I don't know. I watch stuff like that. I've seen stuff way worse than that, and that didn't, in my opinion, that didn't deserve one being ejected, but two, because he got ejected, that was just an excuse to be like, all right, well, we're gonna cut him in.
Cut him on the team.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know that he's nice like that to even would he have made the team anyway, but I watched him in Colorado. He was just, but their defense wasn't very good. So to say that he was the best player on their defense wouldn't be saying much because their defense was bad. But but still, I thought that was trash. Now on Shedeur though, I wholeheartedly believe this. They, media, sports media, like network television, they all have, in my opinion, they all have a script. And so they can say certain things, they can't say certain things. And I wholeheartedly believe that they're all saying, yeah, well, you see, this is why he was a 5th round pick. This is why he's not, not the starter, because he had the bad game the last game. But when you're a quarterback and your whole offensive line is a bunch of guys that got cut the next day, what was he going to do? What did you think he was going to do? Because that line was worse than his college line.
Exactly.
So now he does, like, I thought in college too that he held the ball a little too long, but him doing that coupled with the line being terrible, he's going to make some mistakes. And so I thought that was trash, when the quarterback in front of him didn't have to play with that trash line.
Yeah.
But then they're trying to paint it like Shedeur just. I watched the other kid play. Here's the thing: I watched the other kid play, and I watched him play in college, and I watched Shedeur outplay him in college. The guy is, and no disrespect, the guy is like 5'8". The average lineman in the NFL is like 6'4". He can't see over the line. He's about to get ate up. If he ever gets to play, he's going to get ate up. And that's why I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, let's be for real, man.
Practical at that point.
Yeah, it's like, bro, he's not going to survive. Like, if you see pictures of this guy, and the guy is not that great of a passer either. That's the other thing. It's, the one thing as a quarterback when you're small, you got to either be a great passer or you got to be fast like Kyler Murray, and he's neither one. Whoa. So it's like, I don't even know.
Well, we'll see how it play out, but it sounds like they stick their foot up their butt.
Yeah, man. I know they getting them because of the name. That I'm rooting for him, man. I hope the man can get opportunity and show what he's capable, because he is, when he has time, he's a really good quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback, man. He definitely no fifth rounder. I think bro, this is how bad it was though during the draft. I don't know if you remember. Even Trump said something, bro. If Trump says something about it, dog.
Yeah,
there's an issue.
They're playing. Yeah.
You talking about the president of the United States?
Why, football, huh?
Yeah. Why would he have time to even worry about something like that? So
comment on that.
Yeah, if he took the time to comment on it, bro, there's an issue. Let's cut it out. It was, ain't nobody making no calls and talking about keeping from drafting him. Like, okay, but he was projected to be a first rounder, and then he drops to the fifth round. And everybody that passed on him needed a quarterback.
Yeah, it was a whole
cahoots, the Raiders still don't have a quarterback.
Cahoots, right? Yeah. So that's what they get.
They went and got Geno Smith. And then today today or yesterday, they just traded for Kenny Pickett, the backup for the Browns. So it's like, you mean to tell me, yes, the backup for the Browns.
Well, let them do them. So yeah, let them be I don't even know. It's obvious at this point.
That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense, because it's like, bro, if you need a quarterback, you pass on them. You sign a quarterback that you don't believe is going to be your future starter. You're just signing them just to bridge. But then you go and trade for the backup quarterback, and you trade a fifth round draft pick at that for next year's draft for their backup quarterback, who hasn't been good for any team he's played on. This is like his third team in 3 years, and you could have drafted him. You know what I mean? But you didn't, and it's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So, I mean, what else could it be? It had to have been that people were, owners were told, hey, don't draft them. I mean,
yeah.
And they try to make it sound like, oh, the internet's crazy. There's no way that anybody would say that, but it doesn't make sense. If I need something and I walk, why would
I get it?
Hey, I need milk, and I go to the store and I walk right past the milk.
I'm gonna get orange juice instead.
I get orange juice instead. And the crazy thing is, you know what else I do? I buy cereal, knowing I need milk. I know I need milk, but I buy cereal. What am I pouring in my cereal?
Nothing. Some dry ass cereal.
I went and got orange juice though.
So we got a half complete breakfast with a glass of OJ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it don't make sense. Like, you go and get all the stuff around it.
Yeah,
but you don't get the thing you need. So okay, whatever. Yeah. So
but there was also talk about like they doing that, despite Dion.
Yeah.
Another father that's in the media news, Rampage Jackson. You saw what happened with his son and all that?
Yeah.
That's kind of wild, bro. That not kind of wild. That is extremely wild.
Why did that happen though? Because I didn't hear the story. I just saw the video. It was brutal.
You saw the video. But the back, bro, it was so he popped up to the wrestling production because his friend's a wrestler, so he invited him to it. So he was there supporting his friend, right? He was back where the wrestlers was at. There's cameras out and shit. Because he live streams, so he had cameras on him. I think they may have had some other production type cameras, maybe, I don't know. One of the wrestlers like saw that there were cameras, and he got up and he thought they were performing, doing like B-roll type back behind the scene type shit before the match. And so he smashed the empty can over his head and all that, and he got up and said something. And what's the Raja, I think that's his name, Raja, he took offense to that. Took offense to it. But the man, he apologized a couple times, and they shook hands, says all good. Apparently someone part of the wrestling production said you can get your lick back later on during the match, and that's what Roger was waiting for. So he was waiting for it during the match. So that was all planned, him jumping in the ring and all that. Okay. But the amount of violence behind that was uncalled for. They were saying a lot because of like him live streaming his chat. They was amping him up, like egging him on and shit, like saying you ain't gonna do nothing, you not a crash out, like you gonna let them treat you like that type shit. And so he was like, I'll show y'all what I'm gonna do, and essentially went crazy on the man.
Dang. Yeah, I saw that, and it was like he slammed him, and the guy was knocked out from the slam or something.
Yeah, he was knocked out from the slam. You could tell.
beating his face in after that.
It's something that you will see on the movie, like, you know, one of the remind me of fucking Homelander from The Boys, like trying to just pummel someone like that. Bro, some crazy shit like that.
Yeah. Just keep punching until ain't nothing left. Yeah. See, I didn't know the whole story, so that's pretty crazy. Actually, I didn't know the whole story. I just saw the video. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I didn't know if it was like real or fake. Like, was this like a skit or something? But yeah,
unfortunately, it was real.
How's the man? Is the man good or like what? I mean,
he almost. I mean, he was beaten within inches from his life. They said, I guess he lost majority of his teeth.
Oh,
yeah, he lost majority of his teeth. Brain injury, brain swelling, multiple fractures in the face. Like, bro, it was terrible.
Oh,
terrible.
Hey, man, hey,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no,
prison,
exactly, bro. It is.
Because at that point, bro, that's like almost attempted murder or something, bro. Because
tell me about it.
Because he could have died. I didn't know it was. I know it was bad, but I didn't know like I said, I don't know anything beyond what I saw in the video. The video was brutal, but I didn't know what the injuries were after that. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's bro. Yeah, bro. I'm suing off top at the very minimum. I'm suing at the very minimum.
I guess the manager or whatever of there's some behind the scenes stuff. Him telling them not to cooperate with police or any questions that investigators may have. So there's gonna be some more that comes from it.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. See, this live streaming era, I'm hesitant to say. It's not that I don't like it. I just think for the young folks, man, you got to be careful because I think like you said, like you alluded to, it's like it is very true that I think that a lot of them get discouraged behind because people are hyping them up and they want to get these views and they want to keep it tuned in and they're willing to do crazy things,
do the unimaginable.
Yeah, and I think that
envelope
when you're constantly pushing the envelope like that, it's going to end poorly. That's the only way it can end. It's going to end poorly because you always have to outdo what you did yesterday. You know what I mean? And yeah, dude. I think more people just need to if you want to stream, man, just go stream like video games or something. Or
this IRL streaming getting played out quick, bro. Like it's quick. Like,
and the jokes, like the pranks and stuff, cut that out.
That's way played out.
Because y'all gonna end up doing that in the wrong area, and this people have already lost their lives from that. You get shot, whatever.
You got shot them all.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta quit playing with folks because y'all don't know who these people are, man. Y'all trying to get these clicks, bro. It's people out here that they really don't play that, and they don't know that you joking. Like
even if they do know that you joking, you gonna run into the wrong one. And they be like, I don't care, you joking,
bro.
Take this heat.
There's some really twitchy people in the world where it's like you walk up on them, they're
take this hot lead to your chest.
Yeah, because they, for whatever reason, whatever their past is, they're twitchy. So you can't just walk up on folks like that. And you don't know who these people are. They look normal until you walk up on them. And then you find out the hard way.
You find out they're not.
Yeah.
Find out there's a wire crossed or there's a wire not connected.
Right. So, and just leave folks alone, bro. Like, yeah,
man. But some people, I don't know, man. Leave folks alone. I agree with that. I don't want to beat a dead horse with the streamer talk, with the IRL streamer talk, because I feel like that's been from IRL streaming, from having like your chat influence you to motherfuckers creating relationships with ChatGPT and thinking that AI is a real person. It's a whole, I don't know, man. There's a Prism Magnum. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
There's a whole range of craziness out there. Spectrum. That's the word. Spectrum. Yeah. Spectrum internet. No,
we ain't. Well, we ever get to that point, we're never going to get Spectrum to be our sponsor.
Spectrum, sponsor me. I pay the max, and I'm not complaining at the moment. I'm gonna cancel soon though. No, there's a huge spectrum of just parasocial relationships online from us sitting in our chair thinking, oh, we have a relationship with this streamer, to us sitting in our chair thinking we have a relationship with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So, what was that video you sent me, man, earlier? It was AI Psychosis.
Yeah, AI Psychosis. So basically, man, this guy, I think it was in like Britain somewhere, like Great Britain or the UK.
Yeah.
Basically, the guy was like, he got to the point where, you know, the AI was just like telling him like, man, you should do this, you should do that. Like, and it felt real. Like he was like, man, basically it got to the point where he was like, yeah, the AI was telling him that, man, you should write a book and then you should do a movie about your life and like all this stuff. And he was like, you know, it was telling him like, man, you can make like probably like $5-10 million doing this. You know what I mean? Like if you just like
AI was sending this.
Yeah, he said it started off like as 10,000, and then he said it go here. Hold on, let me see if I can find the video, man. It was just wild. Like I get it. Like I think we've all been. I know I won't say we all. I don't want to speak for everybody, but for myself, I know I've been in a position where it's like sometimes you have these ideas and you're like, man, you know what? I might be a millionaire off of this. Like you can feel that way, and I get that. I get that, but to get to the point to where it's like you're feeding into something that because what AI told you, that's where it starts getting a little bit like, all right.
That's like you're feeding what AI told you. That's like the snake eating its own tail, right? Like,
yeah,
feeding yourself your own information.
Bing, bang, boom. Okay.
AI making people crazy.
By the rising cases of a phenomenon dubbed as AI psychosis. It's a non-clinical term used to describe those who rely so heavily on chatbots, such as Copilot or ChatGPT, that they become convinced something imaginary is real. Zoe Kleiman reports.
Hugh from Scotland says he became convinced that he was about to become a multimillionaire after turning to an AI chatbot to help him when he lost his job. It began by giving him practical advice, but ended up telling him that a book and a movie about his experience would make him more than £5 million.
The more information that I give the chatbot, the more I would say, oh, this treatment's terrible. Like, you should really be getting more than this, and it would ask me for more information. I would feed it more, and the number would just get higher and higher. It would go from like 10 grand to like into the millions, basically.
He
doesn't seem very confident.
Ended up having a breakdown. He says taking medication made him realise the money wasn't real. He doesn't blame the technology. He says it signposted citizens' advice, but he ignored it because it was so convincing.
AI psychosis is a non-clinical term to describe people who start using chatbots like ChatGPT, Grok, Claude, and start to lose touch with reality. I've had messages from people convinced that the tech has fallen in love with them, or think they've unlocked a secret human inside it, or even think it's deliberately trying to harm them.
A survey of 2,000 UK adults carried out for Bangor University's Emotional AI Lab found that 57% thought it was strongly inappropriate for the tech to identify as a real person if asked, but 49% thought the use of voice was appropriate to make chatbots sound more engaging. 20% thought children under the age of 18 shouldn't use AI at all.
So basically, just getting to the point where, like you said, they're starting to think it's real.
Yeah.
And you start feeding into these ideas. And it's like, I'm trying to tread carefully on what I want to say about this, because because like, here's the thing. There's also like people that have mental illnesses, right? Like truly they have mental illnesses. So this affects those type of people in a different way, where these are functioning people, but they have mental illnesses. And like, much like old dude, where he's probably on like medication or something. So, you know, don't want to make light of people that are struggling with, you know, things like that. But at the same time, it's like, you got to get outside, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got to interact with real people, because I think this is a situation where if you can explain these ideas, this is where I think like sometimes it's like when you're able to explain these ideas or have these talks with real people where they can give you some real world logic, right?
Real world feedback from real time feedback. Because
what we have to remember is AI is only going to give us what we give it to an extent, right? It's not going to play devil's advocate per se, right?
So no, but I think in this case, he kind of kept prodding him for more information. Yeah. So it was, in a sense, unintentionally playing devil's advocate.
Yes and no. And the only reason why I say yes and no, yes, it was prodding him for more information, but it was prodding him for more information for something that he already wanted. You see what I'm saying?
I know.
He wanted this direction, and so all it was doing was just feeding his desires. You see what I'm saying?
That direction, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like real humans, like if I came to you and I said, bro, I got this idea, it's gonna make me, I'm gonna be a millionaire in like 2 or 3 months if I do this. You're gonna be like, yes, but. Whereas AI is going to be like, yes, and if
it is. Hey, that's great. AI is fucking improv.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Yes, and
there you go.
It's a whole improv show.
Yes,
dang, yeah.
Correct. And that's where the human element is missing. Is humans have an ability to be able to look at something and then be like empathetic, but also be realistic. Whereas, like you said, AI is just improv. That's a perfect way of putting it. It's just feeding your desires. Whatever it is that you want, it's just going to keep feeding that. Yeah, because that's the only way that you're going to keep talking to it, right?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
And if you were to put in the AI and like, hey, give me this business model for like this idea, would this work? And then it fed back and said, well, this won't work because of this, this, and this. You're gonna stop using it. Like, man, get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, it is a service, and they want people to use the service.
Exactly. That's how algorithm works on social media. You know, if you
that's true, yeah, that
look
is.
Up,
that's
if you look up something, they'll just keep feeding you more
of social media.
You'll start seeing ads for it and stuff. You talk about going to Wendy's, and all of a sudden now you got a Wendy's ad.
Fucking Wendy's ad,
yeah. So yeah, man, it's unfortunate because it's like I know the feeling of like wanting to believe so truly that you have an idea, $1 million idea is going to change your life. I get that, but having to come to grips with reality, and that's where you have to step outside of. You got to step outside of the things that you want and just see it from another perspective, and just be like, and it's not shutting your idea down. It's just being truthful with how the world works. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how are people that approach AI with like apparently that man, like that man, with less discernment and kind of more open for manipulation or whatever? How do we kind of wind that back and make that less impactful on people who may be going through like mental instability or something like that?
So that's why I mean, like, I think there's got to be people in your corner, at least one.
Yeah, like, that's where the people come in, like true relationships.
Because like I said, I feel like I can do that with you, right? I feel like if I had an idea, I can come to you and talk to you about this idea, but you're not going to just be like, yeah, that's great. It's going to be like, you might be like, yeah, that's great, but did you think about this? You know what I'm saying? And I think it all comes down to, we still have to have real world connections, because that's what's going to ground us, right? Our connections, our relationships with real people are what keep us rooted to the earth, right? Rooted to who we are and what's real, right? So we don't get too far off in the la la land. It's still kind of a tough thing, because it's just like, you don't know if somebody's spending a lot of time with AI.
You sure don't.
So
you sure don't.
So I guess that to really answer your question, I can't answer your question, because you don't really know. Like, you don't know if your homeboy is going home at night and just like really like locking into AI and just
plugging in with ChatGPT. Yeah, Copilot, like I'm the pilot now, bitch.
Yeah, it's like if you don't, and then too, like if you don't know your homeboy well enough, and he be like, man, I gotta get back home to the old lady, and you don't know his old lady is ChatGPT or some artificial girlfriend, you don't know that. But
you don't know Kathy is ChatGPT on the side. Man.
Yeah, like he's too far gone already. He didn't already invested his mind into this is his lady. Like, boy,
Hey, man. And then what if it goes as far as people, how streamers have chats? If people start being malicious with AI and throwing AI bots in the chat and streamer chat and giving them suggestions and shit like that.
Yeah, that's
man, that's sick. Let's try it out.
No, I'm not about to be a part of none of that. That would be something that you would do, though. That's something that you would do. I know you want to do that so bad. I know you do. You're gonna be on Cassinet stream like, hey, God,
right?
Boy, do I have an idea for you? Like, no, I don't want to be a part of none of that, boy, because that goes sound real quick.
It would.
Yeah, nah. I watched this movie, man. It was called Locked. I don't know if you've seen it. It's with the dude. Is his name Timothy Chalamet?
Timothy Chalamet, probably.
Dude,
the one that's
it. The dude that played it.
It?
Yeah.
Like the clown?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that's Timothy Chalamet.
Oh no, that's not Timothy Chalamet. That's Bill Skarsgård.
Skarsgård?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård. Yeah, not Timothy Chalamet. Yeah. It was him and Anthony Hopkins. And kind of on topic, kind of not, but like he was like essentially, without getting into too much, I don't feel like going into the whole movie, but basically he got locked inside of a car because he was trying to steal it. And Anthony Hopkins like basically had this car built to catch thieves.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I've heard of that.
But the way that technology is the point I'm getting. The way that we're getting with technology, like all that stuff is realistic, first of all, because I mean, we're here. Clearly. So all of the I'm saying that to say this is that technology is getting so far advanced that and we're so far gone as like just as a general society, we're so far gone mentally that I don't want to say afraid, but I am a little bit leery. That's why I don't like using stuff like this, like AI and all that stuff, because I know that there's a mind out there that's going to create something like what you just said. Like they're going to start hopping in the streamers, but it's the big ones that have modders and all that stuff will be able to filter a lot of stuff out. But it's the young kids, the ones that I'm worried about, the ones that are trying to become streamers and they can't afford to pay like for a modder or whatever, moderator and all that stuff, where they're going to be trying to do whatever it takes to become the next Cassinet or the next, Speed or whatever.
Hearing streamer as like a career goal is kind of, that's something I'm like, damn, really? Streamer?
It's not, I mean, it's not real. That goes back to understanding and having people around you to know that it's just not realistic to work out that way. You can find you a niche community and you can make a living off of it, but everybody can't be.
Everybody's not entertaining. That's what it boils down to. There's the select few, that act the ass, show they ass, but then they're entertaining. But there's the hundreds and thousands that act the ass, but they're not entertaining.
I saw a streamer. I watch a lot of his like skits and stuff. He'd be funny. Suburb Baby, and he was like, all y'all think y'all gonna be Kai? Like Kai got John Cena, The Rock, Kevin Hart, Drewski. He got all them on his stream,
right?
Sitting there. He got live anacondas and everything right there in his room. And all we looking at on your screen, all we see is a blank wall and you. I'm not tuning into that. I'm gonna tune into Kai. He's like, I'm a streamer. I don't even want to watch my own stuff. I want Kai. Like he's like, why do y'all think y'all gonna compete with that? Like he's like when Kai do this Mafia-thon 3 or whatever, when he does that, he's like, that's when all y'all need to go on vacation because ain't nobody watching your streams. Like everybody's gonna be watching that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, to think about it, like when you think about it in that perspective, it's like, that's what it is. It's like you're not gonna beat that. Like his view count is ridiculous, like
through the roof.
Yeah, that streamer university thing he did was crazy. We could have applied for that. Actually, I didn't know that.
Oh,
they were accepting anybody.
Yeah,
they brought in people that had channels smaller than ours. But I'm pretty sure you had to pay your own way to get there, though.
No thanks.
Yeah, I know they weren't paying for everybody to be there.
Nah, heck no.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Influencers and stuff like that, just people you wouldn't expect to stream, they trying to live stream now, and just like the video game streaming is kind of like, but if that's not what you know them for, I don't think you're gonna get the crowd you think gonna be tuning in like that, It's one thing to come up in streaming and like you that's where you come from. That's where you stood your ground and shit. It's another thing to be a skit dude on Instagram and trying to live stream now. Like, your skit comedy doesn't, convert to
don't translate.
Live. Don't translate to live comedy or some shit like that. So
man.
It's the Hail Mary play. It's the Hail Mary play nowadays.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it sounds like a great lifestyle until you realize what it really is. You know what I mean? And like what you have to do to make it in that world. Because I be thinking about it, and I'd be like, I wouldn't want to be a streamer, only because I wouldn't mind like streaming video games, but I don't want to be a streamer like with
just sitting in the room,
that's ridiculous. And then being on there for 8 to 10 hours a day.
What we gonna do for 8 hours?
Right, bro. I don't even want to be sitting. I don't want to be here for 8 hours, so I don't even want you watching me for 8 hours. Like, that's crazy.
Y'all not about to send me videos for 8 hours and me react?
I can do video games where I can play that for maybe an hour.
Yeah, and then it has to be games I want to play, not games y'all want to see me play.
Right. right. I'm like, hey, don't be sending me no suggestions. I already got a list of things I want to play. Y'all can watch me play that. Yeah, that's cool. So, but yeah. Or I can even do like movie reactions. I could do that, but it's just like some of this stuff it'd be too much for me because I can't sit still that long.
It'd have to be a shortened version, kind of.
Yeah, for sure. And then my day-to-day life, man, it's like you just gonna see my wife and kids,
right?
If it was just at the house, like you just see them running around, like it ain't.
Yeah. You'll see me in the vehicle, at work, and then at home.
Do a get ready with me.
I do a get ready with me on a snowboard day. Like the day I got snowboarding, that's when I can do a get ready with me. Spice it up.
It had to be something special like that. It's like it had to be something like where I'm doing something. But if it's just like a normal day, you ain't gonna want to watch no get ready.
Exactly.
It's not as entertaining.
Look in the closet. What color polo? All right, gray again.
What shoes today? Guess I'll wear these.
Yeah. So
I'm going to slides today.
Slides to see how they react at work.
Right. They won't like this. Watch part 2.
Cliffhangers.
Watch part 2 to see the reactions
of everyday life.
We're gonna be cold today.
Will the spaghetti be cold after warming it up for only 2 minutes? Shit like that.
Now I think I could have live streamed when I told the stories about working at in the school district, and I used to be in the lunch staff room, whatever. I could have took because the lounge stories was hilarious, bro. I used to have myself. I be in there rolling myself, but also too that was the reason why I stopped going to the lounge because it was just too ridiculous. I'm like, bro, I actually created a pilot for a series about that.
For real?
Where the guy was just basically like he could never eat his lunch. He could never eat his lunch because there was always people coming in doing some weird stuff. And then at the end, basically at the end of every episode, it was just going to be like he never get to eat because it was always somebody coming in there trying to talk to him or doing something silly or something like that. And it was like, the bell ring, and I was like, man, I gotta go back to get to eat. Yeah, that was gonna be the running joke, but I wrote that mug. I wrote it out like I was gonna film it. It was during COVID, and we actually had an office lined up that we were gonna film it at. I forgot what happened. Something happened where we didn't get to actually shoot it, but it's still sitting in my queue.
I'm looking forward to it then.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it off the ground one day because I got a few things in there that need to get off the ground.
Yeah, man. You wanna get into the Wiki game?
For sure.
Start at Psychosis.
All right.
Let's end at Tamagotchi.
Okay. Oh, you got one?
I got 2. It was for me and Latora.
Oh, where'd you get those? Are those like
Amazon?
They sell them still?
Yep, I guess they still making them. Yeah, these are like newer. They're new versions, but it's like the original type shit.
I'm gonna see if Mo want to do that because I want a Tamagotchi.
Yeah,
I had like a little monkey thing one time. It was I don't think it was Tamagotchi, but it was kind of like a Tamagotchi.
I had a few of I remember I had a Pokemon Pikachu Walk or something like that, and then I had a Tamagotchi, and then I had one of the other ones. Maybe I don't think I ever had the Digimon.
No, yeah, it wasn't. I didn't have a Digimon, but it was like some type of. It was like a Tamagotchi, and it was like I had a monkey.
Something pet is it was like what were they called?
That mug kept going off in the middle of the night though, because it
For
was
real.
Yeah, I wasn't feeding it or something. I didn't really know how to work it. I was little. I didn't really know how to work it, and so that mug kept dying. I had to keep starting over, and then my mom was getting mad because it'd be going off in the middle. It'd be like,
yep, it was probably a GigaPet. I think that's what they were called.
I think that's what it was.
Yep, GigaPets, because they had all the different type of animals.
Yep.
Yeah.
GigaPet. Yep. I think you're right. Yep, that's what it was. You're right. It was a GigaPet. Because I remember this is the exact one I had actually here.
Let me see.
This one right here. Because I remember this. Yeah.
I had that
little jump right there. Yep.
Yep.
I forgot how old I was. I might have been like 8. Because I had it when we was in the house. So
yeah,
so it came out in 97. Yeah, I was about 8.
It was young.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm about to see if I can go to my parents' house and see if I can find that mug.
That's what I was thinking. Like, for my brother to go look for them.
Because all it would need is probably one of those little watch batteries.
Yep.
Put that in there. But yeah, GigaPet. There you go. Thanks, man.
GigaPet. Yeah. Memory unlocked.
All right.
Yeah, my bad.
Are you good?
Psychosis. But yeah, it's been fun. And then we go into Tamagotchi, right?
Yep. To Tamagotchi.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Wiki. I'm gonna have to look into the excuse me, little Tamagotchi thing then, man. I kind of want one. I know Mo ain't about to try to take care of that though.
Like, you can take care of it.
I might get one for myself.
That's all I'm doing. I'm doing both of them.
Oh, you doing both?
Yeah. I don't know how to use it.
I ain't buying 2 then because I ain't taking care of 2. I'm about to see if they sell GigaPets, man. I like the little GigaPets.
Facts.
That mug was pooping though.
Some of the ones, like if you on eBay, they have them for going over $100. It's crazy.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna just find my old one. Never mind.
Yeah, right.
I don't know where it would be at, but it's probably in the house somewhere. Let's see. Where would I even start here?
I don't know.
Tamagotchi.
I fucked up.
I tell you what. I know what to do.
What?
I can't tell you. Yeah, I can't tell you.
Oh, I think I got an idea.
Let's see. Oh, this might be pretty difficult. Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
What?
I'm trying to figure. Oh no. Let's do this.
Okay. How about no?
I look like yes.
Ooh, okay.
I think I messed up.
Cannabis.
I don't even know. Okay. I don't even know the play. Okay. You know what? Okay.
Damn it. Okay. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, if you can figure this one out, this is going to be. Let's do this. I don't even know what it'll be considered. Okay. That's the problem.
Me neither, but
because I know. Goodness.
Okay, I think I have a play.
You think so? What is it?
How am I gonna find Tamagotchi? Okay, I don't have a play.
I don't know. Maybe this.
Oh,
I might be on to something.
All right. What did drop some knowledge?
I will in a little while. Let me keep scrolling. Man. Let's see. Maybe if I go here.
God damn.
I wanted to see how far you would go. I finally figured it out. Yeah.
I couldn't. All my plays were dead ends.
I got Tamagotchi, handheld game console.
Yep, that's what I was trying to find.
Mobile device, PC game, personal computer, microcontroller, electronics industry in Japan, Japan, economic history of Japan, economy of the Empire of Japan.
Dang.
I was stuck. Empire of Japan. I was stuck in Japan for a while.
Well, that's a better way to go than I did.
United States, Greek language, Thessaly, Hippocrates, and Psychosis. Hippocrates. It's probably Hippocrates.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. All right. Well, I was at dogs or dog from pet, from animal, from list of phobias, anxiety disorder, interpersonal, emotion regulation, social support, psychosis.
Oh, so you was going the pet route.
Yeah, I was trying to go the pet route. And then I was like, what was I trying to find? Something about games or something, like try to get to games. That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah. I just didn't even know what it would have been under. Like, I thought it would be under games, but I couldn't figure out like what genre, because it's not a console per se. Handhelds. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, good job. Good job. 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, no. Do that.
I was like, perfect.
Yeah. That's it. That's what you do. I forgot how you make the balloons. Yeah. I can't remember.
Probably like this.
Nope.
I don't know. But yeah, man. Good shit.
Thanks, man.
You got anything else to leave them with?
No, I don't think I have anything else to leave them with. Hopefully I'll have an announcement here soon about some stuff, but yeah, we'll keep you up from further notice. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I can let you know off camera, but as far as you all, I don't know yet. And once I get confirmation, we'll let you guys know.
You feel it?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't have anything. What you got for him? You got anything?
No, man. Like, comment, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the bell notification. Bing! Tune in with us next week. I don't know.
All right. Well, then that's been another week of the Rick Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick.
And we'll catch y'all next week.
Peace.